The ongoing geopolitical tension in West Asia involving countries such as the United States, Israel, and Iran have begun to significantly affect India's manufacturing sector. While India's direct trade exposure to the region is limited in some sectors, the conflict has disrupted global supply chains, energy markets, and maritime routes, thereby creating widespread economic stress, particularly for export oriented industries and MSMEs. Impact on India's manufacturing sector. The West Asia crisis has adversely affected India's manufacturing sector by disrupting supply chains, increasing input costs, and creating uncertainty in export markets. Rising energy prices and logistical challenges have particularly strained MSMEs, leading to slower production and reduced profitability. Disruption of maritime trade routes. One of the most immediate impacts has been through disruption in key shipping routes such as the Red Sea and Strait of Hormuz. Due to security concerns, shipping lines are rerouting vessels via the Cape of Good Hope, increasing transit time by 15 to 20 days. This has resulted in higher freight costs, delays in delivery schedules, and increased uncertainty for exporters. For MSMEs which operate on tight margins and limited working capital, such delays significantly strain liquidity and disrupt production cycles. Surge in input costs due to energy shock. The conflict has led to a sharp rise in crude oil and natural gas prices, which has directly impacted manufacturing costs. Many industries depend on petroleum-based inputs such as polyurethane, ethylene, vinyl acetate, and thermoplastic rubber. In sectors like leather and footwear, input costs have risen by nearly 30%. Similarly, yarn, packaging materials, and chemicals have witnessed substantial price increases. This has resulted in margin compression as manufacturers are often unable to pass on the increased cost to global buyers. Logistic and freight cost escalation. Freight rates have increased dramatically, in some cases rising from $200 to $300 per container to as high as $3,000 or more. In addition, marine insurance costs have risen sharply due to heightened risk in conflict zone. These factors together have increased the overall cost of export and reduced competitiveness in global markets. Supply chain disruptions. The crisis has disrupted the supply of key raw materials, especially those sourced from or routed through the Gulf region. Industries dependent on petrochemicals, wool, chemicals, and industrial inputs are facing shortages and delays. For example, exporters in Bhadoi, a major carpet cluster, are witnessing delays of 2 to 3 weeks in raw material inflows, with the possibility of the entire order cycle extending up to 60 days. This had led to production slowdowns and uncertainty in fulfilling export commitments. Impact on MSME clusters. The impact has been particularly severe on MSME clusters in regions such as Agra leather, Bhadoi carpets, and Lucknow handicraft and textile. These clusters are deeply integrated into global value chains and are highly sensitive to disruption. Rising input costs, delayed shipments, and tightening liquidity have created a situation where nearly 50% of export cycles are disrupted. In some cases, small units are at risk of closure due to inability to absorb rising costs. Demand uncertainty and order disruption. Global market uncertainty has led to order postponements and cancellations, particularly from West Asian markets. In some sectors, up to 30% of export flows are affected. Payment cycles have also once stretching from 30 to 40 days to 90 to 120 days, further straining working capital. Exporters are facing demurrage charges and inventory pile-ups due to shipment disruptions. Macroeconomic pressure. The crisis has also contributed to broader macroeconomic challenges. The depreciation of the Indian rupee to around rupee 95 per dollar has increased the cost of imported inputs, creating a double burden for manufacturers. Additionally, rising global prices of fertilizers such as ammonia and urea have increased the government's subsidy burden, indirectly affecting fiscal space and economic stability. Decline in manufacturing momentum. The impact of the crisis is reflected in macro indicators such as the HSBC India Manufacturing PMI, which fell from 56.9 in February 2026 to 53.9 in March 2026, the lowest level in nearly 4 years. Although the sector remains in expansion above 50, the slowdown indicates weakening growth in new orders, output, and overall business sentiment due to rising cost and uncertainty. Sectoral impact: leather and footwear, facing sharp rise in petroleum-based inputs and margin compression. Carpets and textiles, experiencing raw material shortages, delayed shipments and export risk. Packaging and chemicals, witnessing significant cost escalation due to petrochemical dependence. Energy-intensive industry, struggling due to high fuel prices and gas shortages. Policy response and way forward: to mitigate the impact, several measures can be considered, providing temporary financial support such as interest equalization and enhanced working capital assistance for MSMEs, ensuring faster GST refunds and duty drawback mechanism to ease liquidity constraint, facilitating trade logistics through faster customs clearances and crisis response framework, promoting market diversification through free trade agreement FTAs to reduce dependence on volatile regions, strengthening domestic supply chains to reduce reliance on imported inputs.